guys, TinaGale here, and I am back for part 2 of the Fall 22 Crop and Create Delivered event. So I'm sharing the projects that I did and then kind of showing you what we have left over just to give you an idea of all of the product that you receive and that it's just a jam-packed full weekend of creating. You can do as little or as much. I think this is the most I've ever created, so I've done all the classes except for one. So I'm really excited about that, but I was really ready for a break. So this video is going to feature Saturday's classes, and it is a full day. It goes from like 9 o'clock, well, it was 8:45 until the last thing starts at 7. So it's 12 hours of nonstop creating. So you can back up and see a little bit if you missed the first one, but this is our guidebook that we get. Super nice instruction book, lots of inspiration and ideas. A little card for each box, and I'm going to go through just one by one. That got kind of out of order. That's back here somewhere. Okay, so our first class was with Megan Andrews, and she always does an amazing job. I love her design tips and everything. This time was not really up my alley, but I did play along. So we received this kit from Close to My Heart. Has a sticker sheet, all the papers, cardstock, all kinds of things. Birthday, love the beautiful colors. The aqua, the navy, and the yellow is beautiful. I don't do birthday layouts necessarily much anymore. My kids are grown and I don't know. We also got the embellishment kit, which has these silver die cuts and the yellow, and then also had some acrylic pieces. Unfortunately, mine came pretty much destroyed, which they are supposed to be making it right. I think they're working with Close to My Heart to find out what to do about it. So I don't know if we'll receive those or if it'll just be a wash. Megan taught a double page layout and then a single page layout. And again, it was all about design and then creating with contrast. This was the one that was a 12 by 12. I cut it down to an 8.5 by 11, and I really didn't finish it. The layout is really gorgeous. I guess I could go ahead and show you. I'm sure there's going to be tons on the internet since I did not do it. But this is Megan's finished layout. She did use a patterned paper in the back. Everything else is cardstock, which I just can't work with cardstock. And I'd thought about going ahead and using the patterned paper on the back because I figured I would like it more. But I just didn't know if I would ever finish this and actually put photos on it. But I wanted to play. I wanted to do the design. I will probably go back and do it with patterned paper or something. I don't know. But it had 3 photos in the 12 by 12. So I guess this is a good way to show you the difference between 12 by 12 and 8.5 by 11. So sometimes you have to take out a photo, or you usually have to bring them down smaller. I think this might be the sizes of these two. So that's one option, just to use the 2 photos and move over, or make all 3 smaller. We did get this awesome exclusive stamp set that has the stars with the different designs inside and some phrases and dies to cut all of them. So those are all of them cut so that you can layer up. So that was super nice. So, you know, these are the things that make this event really great because you get stuff that goes into your stash that you're going to use over and over again. So when you do get a project that maybe is not right up your alley, you can take the design principles, learn a lot. These instructors are amazing. And then just use it on your own. The second one was a double page layout, and I think this goes this way. So it was basically kind of a mirror image. There's more diamonds and stuff on the opposite side and things. This one again was mostly cardstock. I changed it up. I did more patterned paper. I did patterned paper in the background. I used a branding strip over here instead of just cardstock. So this one I do like, and I do plan on putting some photos on here. I don't know if it'll be birthday or not. This paper is very specific birthday. Well, it's got presents, candles, and things. So to me, that's birthday. But if you put a photo on here, it's just going to read as yellow, so it's not that big of a deal. These have cupcakes on there. All of these you're supposed to like pull up so that you have a little bit of dimension and texture, but I haven't done that. So I will finish that, and I've used this for inspiration and design principles for another layout. And I have lots of product to play with still yet. So that was Megan's class. Then we went to, they had a design chat with Kathy Z, which I kind of skipped that. Then Sweet Rush with Vicki Boutin. So we got a ton of Sweet Rush product, and I still have a ton left. So this is what we got. We got 2 sheets of the foundations paper, 2 packs of die cuts, just crammed full, stencils that she uses, puffy stickers, and this is all the paper that I have left. And you can see that I did a ton, but there are some cardstock, which again I will pull out and give those away, minus the white cardstock, of course. But I still have lots of paper and product to do even more layouts. And we also got, in this class, some of our tools were, we got some distress inks, which already had these 2 colors, so those will be either going in a box or to gift someone. And then we got one of these blending brushes. Okay, so the layouts, these I converted to 8.5 by 11, so they will look different. I believe this was a double page, possibly. Yes. So this was designed as a double page, but I changed it up. Again, to fit the 8.5 by 11, I cut the papers down smaller. You adjust your pictures. I don't even remember how she did her pictures on there. So I do have this one. I have all the embellishments put on here that she used, but I didn't have photos laid out, so I didn't want to do it because it's, you know, it's candy balloons and all that. I want to make sure that my embellishments match. So my embellishments are different, a lot different than what she did in the class. This is my new son-in-law, my daughter, and a quilt that my mother made. She had asked her what she wanted, and my mother had made this crazy quilt that my daughter just loved. So she surprised them and gave that to them as a wedding gift. And this little peacock down here, when you see a lot of Vicki's embellishments, you're like, where in the world am I going to put that on a page? But I thought, since this was the crazy quilt and it's all these vibrant colors, I just thought it was a perfect little embellishment for that. And then I just put You Are My Sunshine and a little floral. So we did the mixed media over here with the stencils and the inks. So that was a lot of fun. I did put a little journaling card back here. I'm going to put some journaling, my thoughts about it, but then I'm also going to put these in an album that can go to my daughter, and she can write on the back or wherever she wants her thoughts and feelings as well. So I already went over this one. This was the other page. Mine are all designed as single pages, even though they could be double pages. So this one again was a double page layout in the 12 by 12. These layouts were designed as a double page layout in 12 by 12. These layouts are created separately, but they will go side by side in the album. So it's okay that they look like a double page, even though they're not. They're both about painting. This is my daughter, my son-in-law, and they went to Pinot's Palette and painted, and then she had started little paint nights on the weekends at home occasionally with them, so they had something to do. So I just thought this was a great layout and a great collection to kind of document these. I loved the stripes here. It mimicked the stripes in their painting that they did, so that's what drew me to these photos. And the colors just matched really well. Again, this one has the green and the yellow and a little bit of pink. So I have that yellow and the pink, and then I tried to, well, these are the clusters that she used, but that green kind of pulled in there. I switched that out. So again, 8.5 by 11. Just condense everything down. Make your photos work. Don't even look at your photos when you're looking at their layouts. You can make whatever photos you want work. Again, this one, the photos were laid out totally different. I put those on and then I embellish around those. This is another one. I switched the papers up on this design. It was actually a design that had dark blue paper down here and the grid up on the top with circles and stuff. But I chose these papers. I thought it was super cute. So this Happy Sweet Life, this design is pretty much like what she did on the 12 by 12. Mine is just closed in, and so it fills up a lot more of the background. So this is from Halloween, and we just kind of did a little dress up at work and stuff. So I just got some little cat ears and stuff and took photos with Bear, my little kitty cat, and Jojo, our puppy. Add a little butterfly. So this was another layout, and I think this might have been a double page layout too. I'm not sure. Converted it to an 8.5 by 11. Again, I just cut on the 12 by 12. It had 2 rows of the circles, so I just cut it down to 1. Filled up the rest with the dark blue. Did my cluster down here, and I will put 1 or 2 photos down here. So this looks pretty much like the 12 by 12. It's just condensed down to the 8.5 by 11, but I am really enjoying the 8.5 by 11. So that was Vicky's class. Then we went to a mini class with Becky Adams, and there was nothing mini about this class. She was supposed to make just a layout, and she ended up using all of the products. So what we used was Round Trip from Maggie Holmes. So this is what we had left. I have some die cuts, just a few little scraps, and then we had these thickers here to create with. So these are the layouts, and I did stay with 12 by 12 on these, but these could easily be converted down to 8.5 by 11 as well. So this one's an interactive one. This is Wonder Together. This is a little flip up. So this was a day trip that my husband and I just took to Arkansas, and we just drove around, found things to do, and we found a crumble. So this was our first experience with crumble. So then it flips up, have a picture of the display with all of the cookies of the week, and then the top is this little flap. So even though we weren't spending the night, we didn't have luggage or anything, it was just a day trip. You can don't get boxed in. Don't be like my husband. He's very literal about stuff on the pages I do for him. So this was just a lot of fun, gorgeous. I thought it worked really well with the pictures that I had and the things that we did. So that was the one page. This one, so where we cut the center of the page out of this, we use this as a frame on this paper. So that's a way to make your papers go even further. And then you could put these side by side in an album, and they would look very cohesive and like a double page layout. So this is another one. I have the title and everything in here until I'd find photos, because then it will probably go over the photo if I can. This is a couple of little tags. I just sewed them together at the top so it can add journaling or more photos. It just tucks in there. And then we did this page, which I love this. I just love the colors on this. I have a really hard time working with Maggie Holmes, but I love the products. So hopefully I can use this to inspire using some of my other ones. So again, since I don't have photos picked out, I just kind of tucked things in. This is a little tag, could be another photo. You have room for journaling here, or you could even use that as a photo mat, putting photos here. And again, this was the title that we were going to use. So I just tucked it in the pocket so I'll have it when I find my photos. But I was really trying to get photos and journaling on all of my layouts this week. So that was Saturday, day 2. Again, all of this product left to keep creating with. And then what did we do? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 layouts. Amazing. So that was, again, day 2, Saturday, all the projects that I made, leftover products, and hopefully ideas to inspire you if you want to create an 8.5 by 11. So I will be back soon with the last day, day 3, which was Sunday's projects. I hope you're enjoying these. I'd love to hear what you're up to, what you think. And thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.